Welcome back to Sydney Motorsport Park for round 2 of the Improved Production New South Wales Championship, proudly brought to you by Viola Private Wealth. Returning round 1 winners, Ben Algie in his 200SX and Danny Castro in his under 2 litre Nissan Silvia will be back to try and continue their momentum. And we've got returning over 2 litre competitors Ben Sheedy and Stephen Engel. There's a few new competitors as well, which is fantastic to see. It's only a single day race meeting, so you've got to have your wits about you. Let's get straight into the action.
Hello everyone, Tim Robson here. This is race 2 of the day. Race 1 unfortunately was a non-championship event after an incident in turn 1. Everyone's okay. Just the medal got bent. On board with Ben Sheedy in his returning Commodore. Great to see Ben back in the action, and how's that? Up to 3rd spot right out of the gate. That's Shane Lurtz in the Mitsubishi Evo, sponsored by Viola Private Wealth. Gets blocked, nowhere to go. That's Bobby Jowett in front, just holding up the train. Danny Castro in that mighty under 2 litre Silvia. He's fighting with the big V8 of Sheedy, who had an unfortunate crash at Bathurst. Great to see him back in the field here. Adam Wiedemann, former BMW, now in Subaru, fighting hard. That's Matt Wildridge up in front there. Some of the old salts, mixing it with the new guns in Improved Production New South Wales. Joe Lenthal streaking away to a bit of a lead from Ben Algie, who's leading in the over 2 litre category at the moment. Castro Jr. and Charlie Viola, of course, the Viola of Viola Private Wealth, one of our sponsors for 2026, and we thank him and the team for that. Big oversteer moment from Dan Ridley in the rebuilt VK Commodore, sending it on Michael Osmond. On the way up to Corporate Hill with an armful of lock. Well done. Everyone coming to terms with our brand new control tyre for the year, the Bridgestone RE71 RS. Great tyre, producing some great racing across the field. And speaking of all of our sponsors, of course, Viola Private Wealth, Midas Auto Care, we've got exclusive switchboards on for 2026, Ravenol, JLM, V-Sport, and of course Noisy. Many thanks to the team that bring you racing for 2026. Lenthal just stretching that lead over Algie, who seems to have settled in a little bit. Maybe he's saving a bit of the Bridgestone goodness for later in the race as we go back on board. Danny Castro, such a beautiful car, chasing Sheedy. This is for 3rd place, all on the line, looking down the inside of 4. It's a tough place to pass. Sheedy eases it in. Look at, oh, he's going to move on the outside. Could he get it done into 5? Oh, if you don't mind, what a move there from Castro. Makes the big car pay as he slices down the inside and sets sail after Algie. Great mix of cars again. We've got all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. We've got cars from the 80s and the 90s, the noughties and the 2010s. What a field for Improved Production New South Wales. Make sure you click onto our website, IPRANewSouthWales.org.au, for all the regs if you want to come racing with us in Improved Production Racing. On board again with Ridley, big armfuls of steer there, as looks like a little bit of a push there from Sheedy, almost snuck underneath. Might be a bit of a battle come later in the race as we look at Michael Buckley, Robert Burson, Alan Reed in close proximity. That's the Corolla RX-7 and an Escort. What a mix. And talk about power. Look at that. Strolls his way down the straight, but now to turn 2. And the Integra, the lightweight car, streaks underneath the big, heavier Commodore of Sheedy. It's going to be a great battle, and that is the strength of our category. There is racing all the way through the field from the cars you least expect. Wiedemann now diving in, talking about David and Goliath. That is David Haynes in the big Commodore being attacked by the WRX of Wiedemann. And that's Graham Shea, a long-time competitor out there. Oh, that looks like one of our stalwarts of the category, Matt Wildridge, slowing in the Escort there. He was involved in the race 1 incident but managed to get away scot-free. Big move down the inside from Wiedemann, coming on in leaps and bounds in his new car. It's great to see the field streaming through on this fantastic day here at Sydney Motorsport Park. We'll be back here under lights in June. Hopefully we'll see you there and to catch up with all of our round 3 action. But round 2 is definitely hotting up as we wind these laps down. Lenthal still leads from Algie as the rest of the field stream through the hairpin there. Love the variety of our field. Haynes, he has done some work to that car, the farmer from Young, and it looks like it's doing the business for him. Sheedy probably still coming to terms with him back in the category after a little while out of the saddle. Ridley now eyeing off Sheedy for another spot. Oh, that's another big wobble. Maybe some bit of push there from the Sheedy Mobile, and Ridley's going to make him pay into turn 2. Right down the inside, firmly on the anchors, gets it turned, gets the job done. Mid-pack guys are fighting as we come to the finish line, with Joseph Lenthal taking a very good win from Ben Algie. Really good result there. First of the under 2 litre cars, Danny Castro Jr. home in 3rd place in the Sylvia. On board with Charlie Viola in the Integra for race 3. Rumour is he's got a new car coming. This one's plenty fast though. Looking over his left side there at Castro. Oh, it's a big squeeze. Greg Young on the Commodore. On the outside there as Ridley streaks away. Viola moves to the inside. Make sure he's got the line into turn 2 as the pack streams down into turn 2. A fearsomely tight turn after a big run through turn 1 here. Wiedemann lining up Osborne in the BMW there. That is Shane Loates in the Evo, just holding on the inside line. Look at them go almost 3 wide as we come through turn 3. They've all got a turn right in the second down here at turn 4. Castro lining up Ridley. This will be for 3rd place as we see the battle up ahead there of Algie and Lenthal. And he's trying that inside move again. Doesn't quite get it done on Ridley. The wise competitor there understands what's going on. Watch the rest of the field. Love the variety, love the noises, love the visuals of improved production. New South Wales. Wow, these two are going to fight hammer and nail all the race long. Lenthal lining up on the inside. Algie's not having any of it. Castro still chasing down Ridley for that 3rd spot. Bob Jowett, former under 2 litre champion, multiple champion if you don't mind. Adam Wiedemann though, look at that. He is really getting to grips with this Subaru and coming on in leaps and bounds. Castro Jr. has done the job. Looks like he's going to get Ridley, and he said, "Oh, look at that, good move." Viola might make it 2, but I think the Commodore will have the legs down the back chute here at Sydney Motorsport Park. That is Wildridge on the inside of Buckley. Buckley, a new competitor for 2026, doing a great job. The rest of the field following through there. Lenthal now locked in on the back of that 200 SX. He's got the turn done. He's on the outside for turn 3 though. That car is a handful. Great racing from the two of them. LG walks him out a little bit to the outside. And he did dive straight back down at turn 4. This is fantastic. Look at these two guys go. We've got Greg Young and Shane Loates, Bob Jowett in there, David Haynes as well, still doing a fantastic job in that newly fettled Commodore. Wiedemann again. Subaru versus Commodore. It's been on all weekend, and looks like Haynes has got his measure this time around, and the little nimble Civic EG of Bobby Jowett giving curry to those big cars everywhere he goes. Love to see it. Oh, this battle is tightening up. Algie Lenthal, nose to tail for the win in race 3. Who's going to get it? Who's going to claim it right at the end here? And you've got Castro waiting to mop up the pieces if it all goes a bit Pete Tong. Big move here. What's he going to do into this final complex? Algie holding the line. He's going to make Joey do it the long way. Loates on the outside. Dives wide. Oh, he's going to get in the grey there, and Young will keep that spot. Great racing. Well done to both competitors. Keeping it clean, but keeping it fun. Rest of the cars streaming through there. That's Loates in the midst of the battle. Pack Luke Petro there in an E36 BMW inside of Peter McCallum and that beautifully presented Ford Capri. But here's the battle for the lead. That is Lenthal. Oh, big look inside there at 4 on Algie. They are nose to tail. One slip from Algie and Lenthal will be through. This is going to go all the way down to the last corner, I reckon, as the rest of the field chase them down. here at Sydney Motorsport Park. And don't forget, we're here under lights, one day only in June. Make sure you come on down and check out the best of the racing from improved production. On board now, Viola chasing down Dan Ridley. You can see the legs of the big V8, but then you can see the gains that the Integra makes on the corners. Squirming, sliding Ridley, applying the power through those Bridgestones to get it over Corporate Hill. And we've still got, there's a touching, there might be a little bit of black paint on black paint, but both live to fight as they roll down to the finish line. Charlie now also looking to make the move. He's going to line it up on the inside of the hairpin. Does he get it done on the brakes? Does he? What? Brave and committed. Ridley sees him coming, opens the steering a touch, but he'll try and get him back down the chute here using horsepower over braking power. Just fantastic racing from the whole field here at Sydney Motorsport Park for the second round of our 5-round championship. On board now with Bloats in the final sector. That's Jowett just nagging away at the back of the Commodore there, but I can tell you who's going to probably win the battle out of this down the main straight at Sydney Motorsport Park, and it's going to be turbocharged versus naturally aspirated, and Turbo's always going to win. Gives him a bit of a look, says hello, sends it into turn one. Lenthal now holding the lead over Algie with Danny Castro third. Viola in a fantastic fourth position. Big slide there from Algie. Maybe the rear tyres have cried enough on the 200SX. Don't worry though, he'll still maintain leading the over 2 litre category as we go into round 3. Some fantastic racing here. And again, big thanks to our sponsor group, Viola Private Wealth, Midas, Exclusive Switchboards, Ravenol, JLM, V-Sport, Bridgestone and Noisy. Young now. Jowett still on him, just hounding him like a terrier at a bone. Awesome racing there. Matt Wildridge also bringing up the 4, one of the longest standing competitors in the field. That's a fantastic result for David Haynes, who's struggled on occasion with that car, but a bit of a birthday seems to have tweaked it up for him, and that'll be almost one of his best results in the category. But the best result of the day goes back to Ben Algie, snuck through for the win on Joey Lenthal at the death there. Danny Castro home again, first of the under 2 litre cars. Viola hot on his heels as well. We'll see you again at round 3 here at Sydney Motorsport Park. Quick look at the championship. That's Castro in the lead from Charlie Viola in the under 2 litre category. While in over 2 litre, Ben Algie holds out Dan Ridley for the top spot. Greg Young in a fine consistency effort there in 3rd position. We'll see you again in June for round 3 of the Improved Production New South Wales 2026 Championship. Don't forget, if you want to see more of Improved Production New South Wales, make sure you tune in to our YouTube channel. Join us on Facebook or check out IPRA NSW.org.au.